Tegan and Sara.
Good morning.
Do we know who's who, Mare?
No, I don't.
We always sit in our names.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm always on the right-hand side, so you know it's Tegan.
It's always Tegan on the right.
Yeah.
I see.
Yeah.
Tegan, Sara.
We do that for everyone else.
Can I just say this? From Calgary, Alberta. Yay!
Yeah.
We're going to chat with you at great length right after we hear your new song. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Sure, yeah. The new single is called Boyfriend, and it's a pretty straightforward pop song when you first start dating somebody and you want them to make it official, I guess is what you say.
Right.
That's it. That's what the song's about.
How do you make it official?
How do you make it official?
You make it
change your status,
right?
What's that?
You have to say it.
You have to say it, and you have to. I don't know what people say these days. Like you have to make it official. Like you have to change your status on Facebook or something. I didn't.
You gotta lock it down.
Yeah, you gotta lock it down.
Okay.
It's like pre-marriage. I mean, I'm not saying you gotta put a ring on it. That's for Beyonce. I just am saying, make it official.
Right.
Okay. It's all in the lyric right here. It's Boyfriend, Tegan and Sara, CHUM FM. Latest single from Tegan and Sara called Boyfriend, and I would guess you'll be singing that tomorrow night at the iHeartRadio Fest.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we're very excited. It's only our third show back from 18 months off, so we're really nervous.
Where were you?
Excited.
You were in L.A., right?
Yeah, we took a big chunk of time to write the new record and record and just, regroup and have a break. It had been a long record cycle with Heartthrob, so we're back and we're energized, but it's kind of terrifying, to get back up on stage when you've been off for 18 months.
Little stage fright, do you think, a little bit?
I was pretty nervous the first night, and we did a show. The first show that we did was in Los Angeles at the Roxy. It's like a pretty legendary club in Los Angeles, and they have a curtain that covers the stage. So it was almost like being on the Tonight Show or something. We walked out on stage, and then they did the big reveal with the curtain, and I was checking my pulse. I was
you were having Oscar PTSD.
I did. I was. Yeah, it was like being on the Oscars again, except it was the Roxy in front of 350 people. But I was just checking my pulse because I was at 35. I had to is this too elevated? Is my heart rate too fast? I was really nervous.
What, the curtain made the difference?
The curtain scared me. I know. It sort of felt like, you're
used to walking out on stage.
Yeah.
So you're getting to expend some of that energy. So just having us hold there for 2 minutes.
It was the longest 2 minutes.
So long. Yeah.
You check your posture, make sure you're smiling.
I have to ask you too, 10 songs, 10 videos?
Yeah.
You've been busy.
Very ambitious. Yeah, we really, we're living in such an interesting time. The focus these days seems to be on streaming and, things are just changing and there's just so much content online and, Sara and I, we thought that it would be incredible if we could find 10 artists to collaborate with to do a video for every song. And so far things have been going really, really great. Obviously, we debuted our newest video for U-Turn.
Saw that this morning.
Yeah, collaboration with an LA artist called Seth Bogart. And, we're trying to have fun. The record has a lot of 80s and 90s influence. And, it's got the typical standard Tegan and Sara heartbreak and the depth and the sadness and the but it's also got a lot of fun stuff too.
It'll make you laugh. It'll make you cry. It'll make you think.
Yeah. It'll make you curl up in the fetal position in the dark and think about all your lost love.
Now, you are twins, so you're really one. And that is
yes, that's true.
And when they talk about Tegan and Sara, they say Tegan and Sara is a duo, not are.
Right.
Is a duo. Because Tegan and Sara is one thing.
Right.
We're really messing with our heads right now.
It's funny, because just on the plane yesterday, I was reading this article in the New Yorker about twins, but specifically about when Tegan and I are identical twins, so we're born with all of the same genetic information, but because of certain experiences or traumas or whatever, certain genes are turned on or off. So I have asthma, but Tegan doesn't have asthma. She's
the weaker one.
Yeah,
so
I'm the
sad.
weaker one because of probably trauma I suffered. But it's sort of probably suffered in the womb. You probably took up too much space, and so all these weird genes turned on. And anyways, but it's really funny because
I thought they got along.
They do, but I think they're allowed to vent in front of us.
We really did. But it's amazing because in this article it talks about how when twins are separated, it's actually more traumatizing than normal people who just whatever. But Tegan and I, we've never really separated. It's such a joy to get to have a career and travel and spend all this time together.
But do you live when you're not traveling? Doesn't one live on the West Coast and one lives on the East Coast?
We spent time apart. We spent I was in Montreal for 13 years. years. Tegan was in Vancouver. We spent a lot of time together.
Moved to Vancouver.
Yes, I did.
She's officially a British Columbian.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay, so wait a
huge.
minute now. Sarah's the weaker one. We've determined that.
Yep.
Well, she kind of said that.
Yeah,
Who's the messier one?
We're both very not messy.
Yeah.
We're really OCD about things.
Really?
Yeah, we're very organized.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
They share that gene.
We're very clean.
Like that.
That
So-
gene got turned on big time.
So, Sarah, let me ask you, what would Tegan normally order at a restaurant?
She always gets the safe thing, which I always go a little bit wilder, and then I always regret it. Like, she'll get, like, the chicken breast sandwich, and I'll be like, I wish I got that.
And what does she order?
And what does she order, Tegan?
Sarah, I mean, she tends to do things like the fish, which I'm always like, I gotta be at a really nice restaurant to order the fish. You know what I mean? Like, cause that goes bad. Cause they overcook beef and chicken everywhere else in the world. The fish is a fine, it's a teeter-totter.
I like things a little rare, too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Sarah will definitely do the, like, rare beef, and I'm like, you are out of your mind. I'm gonna be a solo act if you don't settle down with the ordering.
It's funny how you can be twins, but you can be so different at the same time, right?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
If there's one thing that bothers you about the other twin, what would that be?
I think that probably some of the tension Sarah and I have had is that, like, I feel like I can be more adventurous and I'll say yes to pretty much anything. I feel like Sarah's always kind of, she's kicking on the brakes sometimes, like, about doing certain things. And it's
Like what? Like what?
It's just like
Bungee jumping?
I'm a little more particular. No, I think we both are. We're risk adverse. We're pretty safe. But I think, generally, I think that Tegan has a sort of like wilder spirit. She's not as worried about conventions or fitting into certain boxes.
I'm a people pleaser, so we'll get an email from our management being like, "Oh, we've got to go do this thing," and I'm just always like, "Okay," and then we'll get like a 600-word, response from Sarah, being like breaking down all the reasons why she doesn't think it's valuable, and I'm just like too tired. I'm like, whatever, sure, but I just want everyone to like us, and I don't want to say no to anything.
Sarah, what of yours would Tegan most likely steal?
Good question.
Interesting.
Did you think back when you were brought up in the same house?
Would it be an article of clothing or something?
I mean, I don't think that we definitely don't fight over clothes anymore. I do sometimes see her spying my cats, and I think that she sort of like, I'm worried I'm going to end up with one cat, and she'll all of a sudden I'll realize that she's taken my other cat.
I just want to have an intervention with Sarah and her partner because they're so high maintenance. They've complained for a decade about how high maintenance people are about their babies and kids, and then they got cats, and I'm like, guys, like, you are acting like crazy people.
My cats are more special than children. I mean, they're very,
Sarah's
very
cat's
cool.
got agencies have been reaching out. Like people are trying to represent her cats. It's insane.
What are your cat's names?
My cat's names are Holiday and Mickey.
Okay.
And they're pretty cool.
Who doesn't need a Mickey on a holiday?
Yeah. Right? Right on. Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, girls, nice to see you. Ladies,
Thanks
what should I call you?
me.
Girls, ladies?
Women of Music. Album's coming out June 3rd.
Yes,
it is.
Love you to
Looking
death.
forward to it. And
June
we
3rd.
cannot wait to hear you tomorrow night. Don't be nervous.
No,
Okay,
we're not
we'll be
nervous
right
at
there.
all.
No,
They're not nervous. Tegan and Sarah, tomorrow night.
Thanks for bringing us in.
Nice to see you.
Thank you so much. Coming up on entertainment, we've got Lainey Louie from